Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. Today I'm gonna be showing you how I would make a melody for Stellar Blade. This process that you're about to see is totally creative, so I didn't really try to follow any guidelines, and I did everything by ear as always. I did follow a scale, and this is just the process of how I went to create this really beautiful melody. So hear it out, and then I'll explain it to you. Well, you get the gist of it. So let's start with the plugins. First of all, the plugins I used is Pigments. This one is really good. I just went to all types and I just kind of messed around with one of these. I took this kind of like pad and I started with this bass as pad. So only this pad. See, it's really like kind of random notes. I just tried to like build a melody that would have sounded good by itself. I didn't really try to think. I never think in a system kind of way. Like I don't think, okay, I gotta make this melody and then I already have another melody in mind to counter the other one. I just make one and then I build on top of it. And the second one, it's also very interesting. This is the third one. The second one, which I don't know where it is. Fuck me. Oh, there you go. Okay, so this is the second one. Always from deep like Pigments. So when you layer them together, you know, you start to get a kind of rhythm. You always kind of want to keep it like ambient, you know, kind of maybe a little bit eerie on the melancholic side to represent the feelings that the game should invoke. You know, you have to think of this as a soundtrack that's gonna be played in the background while the player plays. So always keep that in mind. You know, make sure the lows and the highs are not too crazy. Then I use this. Such a beautiful sound. I really love this one. It's like an ARP that I found always in Pigments. Really recommend it. And this ARP, I just like copied and pasted this thing and it sounded good. So as you can see, building on top of the melody just works very well, at least for me. The scale, if you're interested, I think it's F minor, F sharp. Let me see. You can use scales to help yourself to make, like, I always use like minor, natural, F sharp scales. They're really useful. And I'll tell you why, because they help you organize the thing with the, you know, the feeling that you want to go for. So if you wanted to make something more happy, maybe you would go for a C major or A major or E major. But you know, you always kind of use minor when you want to make that kind of sad, eerie kind of vibe, melancholic, hard, dark, trap shit. Okay. So let's go to the fourth one. And I would always recommend to, you know, just do what you feel, you know. Never think about, oh, they use like human voices in the game for the soundtracks, or they used percussions in this kind of way. Like, just be creative, you know. The people that make that soundtrack, they don't think in terms of guidelines. There's another ARP, really cool ARP. I really like this one. I just layered it with the other stuff. There's not really much to say if you just get into the flow of things. Always from Pigments, by the way, but you can use any plugin really. It's same thing. And you just kind of like start to layer them. and it starts to sound really good. Then we have this kind of little keys as counter, you know, a lot of counter melodies in here. And then the last one is just a bass with pancake. And as you can see, I never really used any effects. There are no effects here. I don't really use effects. I mean, I just try to layer the sounds as good as best as possible. If you don't know anything about mixing, that's fine. As you can see, you can make something beautiful without mixing it. Of course, there's gonna be nerds that are gonna say, "Oh no, but you gotta mix it." Yeah, it's up to you. Honestly, I don't really waste time on it unless it's a commission, and I don't really do commissions, so I never waste time on it. Unless I think that it has to be tweaked. So this is pretty much it. I don't really want to make it too long. I don't know how long I've went, but this is pretty much it. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. This was the Stellar Blade kind of melody tutorial. I don't really like to make tutorials, to be honest, because I mean, I don't really follow a genre, however the fuck you call it. So it would not be right for me to teach you, because maybe you expect something like, you know, something with a certain structure that follows the game, like in a perfect kind of way. I'm not like that. I try to be really creative, and I wish more people did that, so we could have more frequently new music. That being said, see you.